Kaito Sentai Lupin Ranger vs Keisatsu Sentai Pato Ranger has been airing for quite a while now, and yet still hasn't answered some of its many mysteries, one of which has to do with the infamous Lupin Collection, the objective of our Lupin Rangers and the cause of many quarrels with the Pato Rangers and of course the Ganglers. The Lupin Collection has been a driving force in the show, and as such it has had a few mysteries surrounding it that still haven't been answered despite how close we are to the show's finale. Today, I'm going to talk about why this Lupin Collection even exists in the show's universe, because we all know it exists to sell toys. Anyway, let's get into it. So, in the show, the collection is often associated with Arsène Lupin. As we're told at the beginning of each episode, it was a group of treasures, a collection, you could say, that he found around the world and brought together. We're not told why he gathered the collection, but it could have something to do with the fact he's a thief and likes to steal things. Maybe. Probably not though. Of course, this is just going off of what we're told. From using information that were shown in the show, we can actually theorize that there is a lot more to this hobby of Lupin's than it seems. We know that the collection grants the Ganglers special powers, kinda sorta depending on the collection piece itself, but that's not the point here. The point is, why would items found by Arsène Lupin in our world grant abilities to monsters from another dimension? I'm pretty sure it's because this Lupin Collection isn't actually human-made and isn't from this world. We know that the Ganglers are from out of this world in a literal sense of the word, since they're from a different dimension entirely. We also know that when the entire collection is assembled, it can be used to bring the dead back to life, at least supposedly. I don't like the look on your face, Kogure. Anyway, let's assume that this is true. Perhaps someone close to Arsène died, just like with our Lupin Rangers. Then, maybe through some ancient books he found, or a Gangler that accidentally found its way to Earth, he finds out about a set of objects stuck in this world that can grant its holder whatever wish they desire. Perhaps the collection was thrown into Earth from some big battle in the past, or maybe some Gangler misplaced the collection and people started selling it, and voila, now it's all across Earth. Somehow, the collection found its way to Earth, and he finds out that it can grant its holder whatever wish they desire. Arsène decides to seek out this collection, and as a thief, obviously he has no problem doing what needs to be done and steals the pieces wherever they may be. Or perhaps this is what caused him to become the famous thief he is known as today. This sounds familiar, right? It sounds a lot like the story behind the Lupin Rangers we know, and I think it creates a nice parallel between the modern thieves and the past thief that they are based on. What this also means is that the collection isn't the Lupin Collection, but is instead the Gangler Collection. That's why the Ganglers are able to use the collection pieces in their safes, because the power-ups were made for them.
But then, how come none of the Ganglers notice? We see Destra steal the original collection, but then he makes experiments with it and wonders why they can use it.
Well, nothing in the show has really said they didn't previously know about the collection. Every Gangler uses a collection piece very willingly and professionally, as if it has always been a part of them. Along with that, Destra's experiments have been on the modified collection pieces, the Dial Fighters, which we wouldn't have known about if not for Arsène stealing the collection and modifying those certain pieces. Now, of course, this is all just speculation. I could be completely wrong, or I could be completely right. It's all up to you and what you want to believe. I just thought it would be fun to take a look at the facts presented to us in the show and try to figure out the true origin of the Lupin Collection before it's told to us in the show.
If it ever is.
Let me know what you think of the series and your own theories for Lupin vs. Pato Ranger down in the comments below. If it's cool enough, maybe I'll even take a look at it in a different video.
But chances are that's not going to happen before Lupin vs. Pato is over.
And for more Super Sentai videos, please consider hitting that big fat subscribe button, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching.